asshole.
Is possibly the greatest athlete of all time, and to some, one of the most iconic Americans in US history. Bigger than all of Chicago's great landmarks, Michael Jordan represents the city itself. He has helped shape its cultural significance and been a pinnacle of hope to its people. But Chicago also shaped him.
The Chicago Bulls picked
That's so
Michael
cool.
Jordan.
What the fuck? This actually looks like a level in a video game. Like right before you go into like a haunted mansion or something. What a cool gate.
Chicago Bulls
That's hype.
picked Michael Jordan of the University of North Carolina.
Here is the man. They call him Mr. Jordan in Chicago.
Alright, let's take a peek at the
For a
facility.
home that played a huge role in its success, and I'm truly humbled beyond words. Before we start, I want to give big thanks to listing agent Catherine Malkin, to the Michael Jordan team.
Thanks, Catherine.
And Mr. Jordan himself for giving us the honor of touring this stunning property. And now it is my
So he must be selling then, right? I'm pretty sure Enes only does things that are on the market. So he talked to the listing agent, Catherine, and now they've set this up. I wonder where the fuck he would go that would be able to do another giant gate like that. Well, he's got so much money, he could probably do that anywhere. That's I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. He has made so much off just his shoe alone.
great privilege to welcome you to 2700 Point Lane in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Let's begin.
He's been trying to sell it for years? Oh, really? I didn't know that. I guess I haven't kept up with the Michael Jordan real estate lore. It comes with its own little river? Yeah, I mean, that's such a specific buyer. There are so many people that love Michael Jordan, especially really wealthy people. I am shocked this hasn't been snatched up already. Like, just having that gate with 23 on it, I feel like they'd lose their fucking minds. Unless he's, like, littered this house with pictures of himself or something that don't come off. Has its own indoor basketball court, like... I'm already surprised that this hasn't sold. This is one of the few mansions that actually looks cool so far. Fucking tennis court, indoor basketball
This estate
court.
is located in Highland Park, which is a city
Weird
just outside
fountain
of Chicago.
thing.
We have numbers 23 on the gate. Jordan tour with the
Take me in a
entry
bit.
of this property.
I don't need to see everything. I just want to take a
really
quick
like this
glance.
curved glass block wall, bringing a ton of natural light to the space. Marble floors throughout. We have the staircases going
Good
up to the
old-fashioned
second
marble.
floor, and these staircases are connected to each other through the bridge that is right above me.
That looks like a map in Rainbow Six Siege. I can't remember what it's called. Cool layout, though. This actually, I mean, this looks pretty nice.
And now we have these steps taking us to the formal living room area. I really like the volume here. You have your first seating section on this side, leather couches and chairs. Secondary seating section on this side, walls of glass bringing a ton of natural light and facing the relaxing views of the trees and surrounding landscape. We have hardwood floors on this elevated section here. And I want to point out these unique wall sconces. These were made from mufflers, which is super cool.
Why?
Overall, great space. I love the
But
volume
why?
here. You have curved lines throughout. Mood
Hey, my lights are made from mufflers.
Space that sets
Cool.
the tone as you walk into this property. Now, I want to take everybody back to the entry. On the left wing, we have a few rooms that we're going to see in a bit. On my left-hand side, we have the staircase going down to the lower level.
Where's
and
the
we have
more,
this door
like,
opening up to the
memorabilia
library. Off of the
stuff?
entry, we have a small seating area.
Damn, that's an old-fashioned phone. Still got like an actual landline in here. You said he's been trying to sell this for 18 years? It does seem kind of dated, I guess, with the built-in tech here. Next they're going to show us like an 8-track player or something and hype it up.
Yeah, beautiful millwork. I really like these leather wrapped shelves. Right in the center, we have the fireplace, marble clad, hardwood floors throughout. And on this side, we have the wet bar. If you want more of the clean minimalist look, you can actually use these pocket doors to close off this section.
Oh yeah, don't want anyone to
Next
see
the
that.
wet bar, we have
Just
a
an
half
eyesore.
bathroom, all clad with marble, fabricated vanity design. Later, set up modern light fixtures above, wall sconces, and this side faces the motor court. Now,
Man, there is one of these phones in every single room. Is that just if he didn't want to talk to his family, he could just call them up? It's like, hey, I don't feel like walking over there. My house is 55 acres here.
coming back to the library, again, picture windows, and on each side of this section, we have casement windows if you want to bring some ventilation to the space. Now, this is where we have the second office. Comes with a keypad entry, and this one is actually Mr. Jordan's office.
But why? Why keypad your own office? Like, what the fuck is the point? You can just close the door and tell your guests not to go in there. Or, I mean, Jesus, even just lock it normally. Like, what, you think they're going to come in there with a lockpick?
Incredible space with...
Because of the safe? I guess that's a fair point. But why? I guess that's fair. I guess just an added layer. It is a cool safe.
hardwood floors, custom desk here with unique angles, modern light fixtures above, and on this side we have the built-ins, fridge, open shelving, TV in the center, and we have these picture windows facing the putting green. I can't believe I'm saying this. We're in Mr. Jordan's office right now, and it feels amazing.
Yeah, this is really incredible. He's one of those larger than
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We have the table that are also, speaking of the table and the furniture.
This table does not look very cool, though. I don't really like that. Yeah, not really a fan of all like that open square shit, just looking at the floor. Just see everyone's feet every time you look down to take a bite of food. That seems kind of stupid. I don't like that at all. I'm assuming there's a layer of glass here, right? Because otherwise so much shit's just going to fall through this. But I can't really tell. I'm guessing there's a layer of glass. There's got to be.
All the furniture in this house comes with the sale of this property. The only catch is furniture can never be resold. But other than that, whatever you're seeing in this store, you get with the purchase of this home. So I wanted to mention that. Now, that's it for the dining area. We have this.
I wonder if in the history of
Yes,
YouTube
kitchen,
real estate tours,
modern
anyone's bought a
cabinetry,
house based on it.
Floating island right in the center. This is where we have the Gaggenau gas cooktops and the griddle. Above that, you have your commercial vent. And this is actually a three-tone kitchen, meaning we have the darker tones on this side where you have the built-ins and the wine facing this 2008. And this
Nothing too
kitchen
crazy about
is
the
part of
kitchen.
space. This family room, massive section.
Jesus,
of glass
another one of these
facing
phones.
The TV, and below the TV, we have a gas fireplace, all stone clad.
Thanks,
Beautiful
Resub
wood
Crescent.
paneling on the wall,
And Prime
LED
Skull.
lighting, 20-foot high ceilings.
Michael Jordan's home wouldn't be complete without a place to display his many accomplishments. His legacy
That's
of winning
cool.
began at the University of North Carolina, where as a freshman
fucking
he won
trophy
the NCAA
room.
championship in Misty, where his accomplishments were once housed.
This room certainly carries a lot of weight. They used to have the old Bulls logo from the Chicago Stadium right here. It's just an amazing space.
That is cool. I mean, yeah. When you're the GOAT, might as well have a fucking trophy room for it.
All the way to 5 feet deep. We have built-in seating, dark plaster. You have the infinity edge on this side. Beautiful views of your backyard. And here we have a stainless steel teak bridge that takes you back to the patio. Now on this side we have an outdoor dining area. Again,
Indifferent
your
on
patio
that.
Extends out. And personally, what I like about the backyard is the fact that it's elevated from the grounds, which gives you a better view of your property. Speaking of the views, around the corner we have an awesome pond, which we're going to cover later in the tour.
So the pond
Just a
actually does
great
come with this
outdoor space
property.
of your back. Great
Nice.
entertainment studio where we have a water feature. This water feature adds up to the tranquility of this room, and I really like that you can access your motor court from here. That way your friends can come over, go straight to your backyard or to your pool pavilion without having to go through the house. Now another detail I want to mention, we have 2 3-car garages on this need. We're done. They're actually built-in cupboards, and they have curtains
That's pretty
in
nice.
front of them to make the room feel a little bit more.
Yeah, so
guest
as far
friendly.
as like
On the
celebrity
right side of the
mansions go, this
property
one's not
has
dog
its
shit
own
like most of them.
entrance. We have all
It's got
these
some
doors
goofy
opening up in the
quirkiness to
backyard
it,
that we
but
just toured, And also, kitchen was
It seems fine overall.
special room.
Seems pretty cool
Hallway,
in most places,
taking
actually.
up more guests, you have everything you need. Now, this is a really TV on this side, wet bar here, and on my right-hand side we have the door with a flower.
The
It
creation
just feels kind of old.
It feels like
Full basketball
living
court in the
area,
house,
movie
cool.
theater.
This is... This looks like something out of like a bar from a sci-fi film. That's a pretty cool pool table. And those chairs are kind of going hard. They got some personality on those. This really does feel like a pretty old home. I'm starting to believe that guy that said this shit's been on the market for 18 years.
Billiards table, residential home. I mean, look at the space here. You have every single piece of equipment you could possibly need.
That is a
And
great
I can
gym.
only imagine the celebrities, the athletes that have worked out in this gym.
Is that a butler in the background here? Who's this? Enes usually has his camera guy and no one else. This actually must just be like a butler who's like living here. Nice.
The athletes that have worked out in this gym. It's just a great space, complements the lower level. And I know I mentioned that lower level is the most original part of this home. On this side, we have a bar seating here. Down
Oh,
below,
wow.
built-in seating, and it's all
That's fucking cool. Like, that just looks so cool, actually. Yeah, that's hype. That's actually hype. There's the resub kernel and Jeepers in silver.
facing the movie theater. I love the trim work around the screen with LED lighting. And above me, we have the famous Jumpman logo, such an iconic brand. And keep in mind, Mr. Jordan built this house in 1995, and he's such a
Okay,
recognized
that sounds
figure.
about right.
He can't just go in public or go to a movie theater. He has to have these amenities within his home, and this is his entertainment level.
It makes sense. He's probably easily the most famous athlete, or probably one of the most famous people of all time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wine cellars
Oh.
we have ever seen on our channel.
The fuck is this?
I mean, where do I begin with the details? You have
Looks like a
stone
giant
floors.
vault.
Entry, we have this center section.
What is up with like
the coolest part of this
super
wine
wealthy
cellar.
people
You
and
can see
wine?
through. Again, now opening, taking us to a
I don't
seating
get
area.
it.
More of these curved lines built in on this, where he used to. Just an incredible space for you to come down.
I mean, it's.
hang
I
out
guess
with
it's
your-
kind of cool, but why
glass.
wine?
Facing the front of the property, again, super spacious, stacked size bed, left-hand countertops, skylight above, and a deep here, and without a doubt, one of the craziest doors I've ever seen in my life.
What do you
This door looks like shit. This looks like the entrance to the Upside Down. This door actually just looks fucking terrible. I don't really get it. Everything else so far has like had cool design, maybe a bit dated. This is just terrible top to bottom. This is an awful door. No need for so much quirkiness. Just put a normal fucking door on this thing.
mean the Playboy Mansion in Chicago?
The original one that was located in
Playboy Mansion was
really like the darker tones here with the hardwood floors.
Another pool
Unique
table.
wallpaper on the wall. Right in the center, we have this Brunswick billiards table that really complements the space. Picture window facing the motor court. It's just a nice intimate screen. Projector on this side.
Another
lighting,
theater
High
room.
ceilings. We have some open shelving here. Fireplace around the corner. And yeah, this is part of your lounge. Now, your dishwasher, full bathroom.
Jesus
And
Christ.
lastly, we have this pivot door. And tranquil. And around us, we have deer, rabbits, squirrels. You feel so disconnected and secluded here.
Wow,
It's
you get
just a
your own
nice
deers
getaway
and
from the
squirrels
city.
here.
And yes, this pond is part of your backyard.
Nice.
Now it gets better. Right on the other side of the property, where we have the rest of the grounds, putting green is located here. Mr. Jordan's office is on the other side.
A putting green's like a
It's
fun
great
thing to
place
do for
take
5
some
minutes.
putts. It's a great. It does.
Michael Jordan's wealthy enough where he could actually just have a company come in and make a whole mini golf course once every couple months, just to keeping it fresh. Mix it up. This is fucking boring. Michael Jordan's probably putted on this thing 3 times and then went to play 18 holes. And then every single time after that, he just goes right to the actual clubhouse. Just boring. Do like a full mini golf course. Commit to it. It's a cool... Like, this was actually a much cooler mansion than I expected. Usually all of these have the worst designs imaginable. This one just is kind of old. Like, some of the shit in it's kind of dated. But other than that, I actually thought it was nice.
of the Year award.
I'm pretty surprised. Wrong, he's big into golf. Is Michael Jordan huge into golf? I remember he ended up getting sucked into a hole once and had to play against the Monstars, and that was a fucking disaster. But I didn't know he was like fully into golf these days. Thanks the Prime. Fatal and the resub Bobby and Damp. And the bit Squeak. Thanks for a long time of watching, Squeak. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a tinkle real quick and then play some WoW. Matt just texted me saying they're ready, so give me just 2 seconds. I'll be right back and fill up my water as well.